Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Drop Plug Reviews. Today I have the Dunk Low Premium Halloweens. Now before we dive into this review, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you also like these shoes or you want any other sneakers, check out dropplug.com, also available on the App Store and Google Store. Now let's get started. Now the Dunk Low Premium Halloween was part of Nike's 2021 Halloween release. And to be honest, they knocked out the park with this one. These glow in the dark. It's not that easy to get video of it on camera. There are a few pictures and renders online that have this item glowing in the dark, and also the upper glows in the dark. A little bit of the black pieces on the upper have glow capabilities, which is pretty cool. The upper part is really hard to spot, so that's one thing about it. Also, it's made with premium materials. Personally, I think this is one of the best Halloween dunks, second to the Mummy dunks, that the Mummy SBs, which I don't think there's really a comparison to those. But for your basic dunks that aren't a limited run, these are the best for the Halloween season. Fun facts: these are the Halloween dunks for 2021, but they didn't drop in 2021. In fact, they dropped several months later on April 2022. So these were extremely delayed, and honestly, by the time they came out, the hype was kind of not there because it wasn't Halloween time. People were gravitating more towards the spring colors, things of that nature. This definitely wasn't it. If it dropped around fall, maybe slightly after Halloween, it probably would have performed better. But overall, the resale was pretty good at some point for the sneaker. But yeah, I definitely think Nike did drop the ball with not having the ability to get these out a lot sooner, which could have helped. So this is the unboxing, just a regular Nike box. I kind of wish they made a special box for this release, but again, it's just your general Dunk Low. Right out the box, you see the sneaker. At first touch, you can feel the leather and the gums of the bottom of the sneaker. Again, this is definitely a better feeling sneaker than your standard Dunk. And as the light hits the black parts of the upper, you can see the little areas that are capable of glowing in the dark that I'm going to show later. I tried zooming in on these parts to show the designs on the black part a little bit better. It kind of looks like eyes. I think they tried to imitate what was on the Mummy sneaker. I can see the sneaker being like the little brother to the Mummy pair, just as an example. The bottom of the sneaker, this part has the best glow in the dark capabilities of the entire shoe. I've seen some videos online of people getting both parts to glow in the dark, but I haven't had that luck. This is both of them together, and then they fit nicely into the box. I was able to get the sneakers in pitch darkness, and this is what it looks like. Exactly what I said earlier. The bottom part of the sneaker glows in the dark much better than the upper. So this is all I could really see. It's kind of faint. The camera does its best trying to pick this up, but definitely I think it's worth it. In my opinion, Skechers do a much better job glowing in the dark than these. It's time to give the sneaker a drop score. So the way we calculate the drop score is taking into account the sneaker's cool factor, quality, price, resale value, availability, colorway, and we come up with the score between 0 to 10. Obviously 0 the lowest, 10 being the highest. Now starting off with the cool factor, I give the sneaker a 4. It takes someone that really knows the sneaker to know that it can glow in the dark, but to some just a regular viewer, someone just you just come across, this sneaker doesn't look that special, but it's not also understated, extremely understated, like a panda dunk or something of that nature. Even the safety orange dunks, which I think are more for just children, this sneaker is definitely unique in the sense of those capabilities. So that's why I give it a 4. Next is the quality of the sneaker. From touch to look, it's definitely a 4. Again, quality is not going to be perfect with Nikes, especially large volume releases such as this one. But with that being said, the materials used on the sneaker, the leather, the um, material inside the sneaker, everything is premium, as in the name. So you could feel the difference in the premium leather that you would feel in a Safety Orange or Panda Dunk. This feels a lot better. So for that, I give it a 4, but it's not perfect, so I can't give it a 5. Those are usually reserved for like the low runs, like 60, 100 pair sneakers that there's really a small room of error when creating them. These sneakers can pretty much handle all the elements. I do dock points off for the bottom. Yes, I understand it's for the glow in the dark, but this can quickly discolor, turn brown, and that glow in the dark, I don't know how it look like after these have been worn and definitely used down. So that's where I docked off some points there. But overall, a 4 is not too bad for a high model, high volume sinker. Next is the price. So this is a grade school model. So it started around, I think, 110 or so, um, which is perfect. I think it's a good range for a sneaker, especially a dunk, something that's resellable. 110 is a perfect price. I think if we're looking over 160, 180, 200 range, this is definitely not going to be worth it at that price point. But for 110, it's a good price. So I give that a 5. Next is the resale value. Resale value for these has plummeted in some sizes and has stayed pretty much the same for others. I think just from the top of my head, it's around uh, a wide range of like 170 to 240, 250, just from the top of my head. But that being said, the resale value isn't terrible for the sneaker. For that, I gotta give it a 3. So it's mid, right? I give them mid tier resale value. Obviously, if you have these in hand and you held on to the smaller sizes for a long time, you've definitely have lost some money. Potential profit margins have gotten smaller. But if you held on to the bigger sizes, there's also more room to grow. So I give it a 3 because just to pay on the wide range of resale prices, this can vary based off of, yeah, just the size you have in hand and just the demand as a whole. Obviously, StockX is not the end all be all with prices. You can list them however you want to list them on your price, or if you want to sell it to anyone. But yeah, just so looking at the cheapest prices available, that's what I found. So I give that a 3. Colorway is a 4. The whole sneaker has a really nice look to it. The orange does a really good job on complementing the sneaker as a whole. Um, I do think it would have looked a little bit better if it had like a sail midsole. That's just my take. But overall, I give it a 4. It's a nice colorway, very clean colorway. You can wear the sneaker with almost any outfit, so it doesn't really take much to rock this sneaker. So that's one thing I really like about this colorway, is that goes with anything, any outfit, anything you put on, the sneaker will go perfectly well with it. So I give that a 4. And lastly, availability. I give that 5. So these sneakers were never that easy to get, even though the supply was extremely high. It had the demand always outweighed it. So for that, I give it a 5. Even at the peak, all the delays when this dropped, they were not sitting, and you could not just go into a store and pick them up. There was always a demand for them because the resale price was pretty good. You're making almost double the amount at some points on these pairs. So definitely 5 availability. You're definitely not going to find any at retail right now. But if you waited and you really want these, prices have dropped. So it's not the worst time to get your hands on this. So yeah, that's how I feel about this. Overall, the drop score is at 8.3, which gives the sneaker a pretty solid rating. Almost a 10 for a high volume dunk. This is definitely a special kind of sneaker. So the rating is going to be a little bit higher just because There's premium materials. It has cool features. But overall, I give this a 8.3 as a whole. If you really like the sneaker and you want to buy it, use the code Halloween Review on dropplug.com, also on the App Store, and get yourself a discount on this sneaker or many other sneakers we have on the website. Thank you again for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what we should review next. Also, let me know your thoughts on this specific review. Maybe your own drop score, what you give this sneaker from a scale of 0 to 10. With that being said, see you guys again next week. Peace out.